Today we'll be replacing the water pump on a 2012 Chevy Silverado. First thing we need to do is remove the engine cover. Just pop this off, set it to the side. Our next step is to remove the intake and take loose this clamp. This clamp, we're going to pop loose that little fitting here and pull this out. Next, we need to remove the belt, so grab your 15mm socket, your ratchet. Get on the tensioner pulley, tighten it down to take the slack out of the belt, and pop it off the pulley. We will be draining the coolant, so pop off the coolant cap. Next, we need to remove the tensioner pulley assembly. It's going to be this bolt and this bolt. We are still using the 15mm socket. Next, we have a few hoses to remove. You take this one off. We have these two small ones here and the lower radiator hose here. I'm removing the lower radiator hose first, and I've got a large container under the truck to capture the coolant. Next, I'll grab my old pair of channel locks so I could take loose this upper radiator hose. I'll unclip it from the small hose here and tuck it back so it's out of the way. And now to remove those small hoses, the heater hoses. And now to remove the water pump. There should be 6 bolts holding it in place. On this side we have 1, 2, 3. This side, 1, 2, 3. Now we'll be using a 10mm socket to remove these 6 bolts. Pull on the water pump to free it from the block. I scraped the gasket area with a razor blade, then wiped it down with a paper towel sprayed in brake cleaner to get it nice and clean. Then I put 2 bolts on either side of the water pump to keep the gaskets lined up. Now I need to get the water pump into place without knocking the bolts or the gaskets loose. I'm trying to keep 2 bolts through the gasket to keep the gaskets lined up. Try to get a couple bolts started so the water pump will hang on the front of the engine and allow you to install the rest of the bolts. Once you have all 6 bolts in, go ahead and snug them up so they're ready to torque down. Got the 6 bolts in, holding the water pump in place, and now we need to torque it. The first pass is going to be 11 foot-pounds. Alternating from side to side. After you make the first pass at 11 foot-pounds, you'll make the second pass at 22 foot-pounds. Now we can reinstall the heater hoses. Next, we'll hook up the upper radiator hose. We can install the lower radiator hose. Next, we'll get this tensioner bolted up so we can get this belt put back on. And now to torque down the tensioner assembly with a 15mm, and we're torquing it to 37 foot-pounds. Next thing we need to do is reinstall the serpentine belt. Make sure it's all lined up on the pulleys. And reinstall the air intake. Snap that front fastener down. Make sure that grommet on top lines up, and plug the hose in the side. Then make sure both clamps are tightened down on the throttle body and on the airbox. And it's time to throw the engine cover on. Our last step would be to fill it up with fresh coolant. I'm going to top it off with this. I'm going to start it up, warm it up, and then top it off again. Try to burp all the air out. I kept topping off the coolant as the truck warmed up to operating temperature. Then I capped the reservoir, took it for a test drive, parked it, let it cool down, checked the level, and it's still full. So that wraps our repair for today. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.